talked about last year, it looked like I was wrong. But I've been vindicated. Now it's out there. Deny as they may deny, there is official cooperation between Raila and Ruto, between ODM and UDA or Kenya Kwanza. So it's a deal. The question we ask ourselves today, what does this portend for one Rigathi Gachagua, the Deputy President of Kenya? Does it finish him? Already there is talk in the corridors of this country that impeachment is on the cards. There are those designing and planning to impeach the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua. Our discussion this morning is about this possible impeachment. First, is it a reality? Can it take place? Of course, from a legal point of view, the Constitution provides not just for the impeachment, but including a whole roadmap. So that is backed by law. From a political point of view, yes, it makes political sense. Because there may be some people who are tempted to believe that if you remove Rigathi Gachagua and replace him with Musalia Mudavadi, then the politics of the land with the support of Raila Odinga is like Toshagari. Whether they are right or wrong is another matter. So yes, legally and politically it is possible to talk about impeachment. From a political point of view or standpoint, sometimes impeachment card is put on the table not so much to actualize, but as a threat. So the impeachment may occasionally be used as a threat to the truthful man of God, where when he seems to be stepping out of order, the impeachment card is removed and shown to the son of Mau Mau and is told, unless you keep quiet, we're going to impeach you. Where do they get the courage and the conviction they can impeach Rigathi Gachagua? Where they get this? From the calculations. Wanapiga hesabu. They say we have Mudavadi, Wetangula, therefore we have Western Province, the Luya Nation. We have now Atuoli there, we have Broto Paranya, Toshagari. We have Raila Odinga, we have roped in Mbadi, Opio Wandai, and therefore the Luo Nation is complete. We have the CS we removed, replaced by another CS from that part of the world, and therefore the Abagusi are roped in. And then we have gone to the coast and picked 001, Ali Hassan Joho. We have Mvuria there, and a host of others. And therefore we have locked the country. For that reason, the purveyors of this narrative may be convinced that the son of Mau Mau is a sitting duck, na kwamba kumdengua ni kitu rahisi sana. I have terribly bad news for them, that it is not as easy as they think. First of all, to impeach the deputy president, you need that impossible number, almost magical number of 2/3. It's about 233 or 230, something around there. That number, as we have seen from time to time, is only arrived at when the House is unanimous on an issue. Unanimous on an issue. But so long as there are divisions in the House, however minor, to arrive at that magical 2/3 number of about 230, there about 232, 233, is not a, is a task. Let me explain. So you come up with the designs to impeach the truthful man of God. And you go on the table and take a calculator. Or for those of us who are Precambrian, you take a pen and paper. You say UDA has how many MPs in Mount Kenya? Or in the whole country we have this. Now Raila has brought this UDA MPs, nini ODM MPs, unapiga hesabu. Mutakuwa mnapiga hesabu kama mtu anafikiri akinunua matatu anatajirika. So you say, I'm going to put my matatu 33-seater on the Ngong Karen Nairobi route. Unapiga hesabu unasema peak hours. Supposing I do 2 trips, peak hours. Ngong to town, peak hours. Full. So much. Unapiga hesabu. Let's say in the evening, another 2 or 3 peak hour trips, piga hesabu. The ones I get in between the peak hours, from 9 to around 3, hiyo ni ya kulipa wafanyikazi, driver, makondakta na mafuta ya kesho. Unachukua loan. My friend, you meet the reality on the road of the police, of other things. Gari imeshikwa the whole day. Hiyo loan hutalipa. That's exactly what those who think of impeaching Rigathi Gachagua might be coming up upon, or if they attempt it. Let's demonstrate this. You need the huge number of vote block from Mount Kenya in terms of MPs. There are many, I don't remember how many, but there are quite many. Some people have talked of 70, I think that's a bit too high. But let's say the number of MPs. I wish I calculated before I did this video. But you know, we are talking about Central Kenya, the former Central Province, which has Nyeri, I think Nyandarua, or like if you're one of those, it has Kiambu, it has Murang'a, it has Kirinyaga. All those MPs. You are looking at Meru and Tharaka Nithi. That's Mount Kenya region. You are looking at Embu, Mount Kenya region. Those are many MPs. You are going to Laikipia. Those are Mount Kenya people there. Then you go to Nakuru district. And a majority of those MPs are Mount Kenya people. So you are calculating, kama mtu ananua matatu. Let me disappoint you. Every day is not Sunday. They may look alike, but every day is not Sunday. The Mount Kenya community didn't listen to their son, and they threw Uhuru Kenyatta under the bus. If we go by the figures, official figures. Let's not entertain other issues. Do you think they will listen to you again and throw their son under the sun? It will take Dutch courage, reckless courage for a Mount Kenya MP to vote against Gachagua, to vote to remove Gachagua from the DP position. Because that will finish them. That will be a traitor move. Remember, the community I'm talking about, Mount Kenya, know what a traitor is. They have the background and the history of what traitors did to the community. The Ngati, the home guards. Of the people who sold the community during Mau Mau. They don't take kindly of traitors. So I very much doubt a Mount Kenya MP will go into parliament with their eyes open and consciously and deliberately vote on an impeachment motion to remove Rigathi Gachagua. You see how difficult it is for MPs to vote during impeachment trials in Senate when governors are being tried after being impeached by county assemblies. That's the sort of thing I'm talking about. It will be extremely difficult for a person who comes from Mount Kenya, even if they don't agree with Rigathi Gachagua, for their own survival, to vote against Gachagua or to vote for a motion meant to impeach him. It's asking for the impossible. But again, why not? You could argue. remember, cheat me once, shame on you. Twice, shame on me. The Mount Kenya people feel they were lied to in 2022. Kumbuka Waswahili wanasema, aliyeumwa na nyoka hugutuka na kushtuka anapoona ganda la nyoka. Once bitten, twice shy. Thinking the Mount Kenya people will repeat the same mistake when they are reeling under the embarrassment, the self-pity, the hate of having done what they did to their own. That is current talk within Mount Kenya region. They feel they should have listened to Uhuru Kenyatta. Instead, they threw him under the bus. I doubt they want to repeat the same thing. And therefore, to expect your numbers, which you need, will come from Mount Kenya, is to engage in daydreaming. So if I were Gachagua, I would say, bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Number two, in the current arrangement of things, Azimio sister parties have refused to join Raila Odinga in joining government. They are not boarding. Kalonzo Musyoka is not boarding. Eugene Wamalwa is not boarding. Martha Karua is not boarding. Peter Munya is not boarding. Jeremiah Kioni is not boarding. These people have influence, but let's isolate two of them. One, the Mount Kenya, the Lower Eastern Bloc, where Kalonzo Musyoka holds sway, will not vote to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. Now add the Mount Kenya bloc against that impeachment. To that add the Lower Eastern, the Kamba votes. Let's go to Western Kenya. I'm opening your eyes before you make the blunder of trying to impeach the truthful Son of Man, Son of God. Was it Son of God? Truthful man of God, Son of Mau Mau. Before you do that, there is a divide in the Luhya nation. Sometimes they cross lands. There is a rivalry between the north and the south, between the Pukusu and the Maragoli, the two most popular sub-tribes, if you wish, of the Mlembe nation. To impeach Gachagua and therefore crown Mudavadi is to mean the Pukusu will have to live under the Maragoli. Don't take that lightly, my friend. Don't take it lightly. I come from Western, I know. And therefore you'll get a sizable number of votes from Western Kenya who will not impeach Gachagua because of this conflict. It's not quite a conflict, rivalry between the Maragoli and the Pukusu. And then there is a matter of ambition. That once Mudavadi has been made the deputy president, any other Luhya in that age group will have to shelve their ambition completely. That includes Oparanya, Eugene Wamalwa, Natembeya. All those people, their light will have been switched off. Candle yao, oof. I can assure you, whether openly or under the table, they will campaign against the impeachment of. And you could go on and on. The argument I'm trying to advance is that if there's talk of impeachment, it can only remain at the level of threat to the son of Mau Mau. Any attempt to actualize that impeachment will bring such a great embarrassment to the government that they will regret ever not having listened to us. On the converse, a threat of impeaching the truthful man of God, son of Mau Mau, Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, one Rigathi Gachagua, is that it will seal the fate of William Samoei Arap Ruto around the mountain. Completely. Just as it will elevate Gachagua to the top of Mount Kenya. So if anybody wants to build Gachagua while undermining their own chances, let them bring on the impeachment motion. They will pay dearly for that impeachment. So let it remain at the level of threat, which I also doubt how you can use something to threaten son of Mau Mau. It's not quite easy.